All right, let's set the scene. Imagine it's a typical Tuesday morning in a tech office. We've got Ben, a super sharp developer, just staring at this wall of monitors, and he is completely stumped. And in a moment, his senior engineer, Alex, is going to walk in and totally flip his perspective on its head.
So Ben's running his hands through his hair, totally frustrated. And he says, I just don't get it, Alex. Look, every single dashboard is green. CPU usage, normal. Memory, totally fine. Network latency is basically zero. I mean, our systems are screaming at us that everything is perfect. But at the same time, Ben says, pointing to another screen, my inbox is it's a disaster. It's a sea of red. We're getting flooded with support tickets. Our customers are furious. They're saying checkout is failing. Pages are crawling. Some are even threatening to just take their business somewhere else. I mean, if everything is so green over here, why is the user experience so bad? Alex just calmly walks over, coffee mug in hand, and she takes a look at all the screens. Because, Ben, she says, we're looking at the problem completely backwards. We're down here, staring at the engine, checking all the gauges, but we have absolutely no idea what it actually feels like to be the one driving the car. Ben kind of tilts his head, intrigued. What do you mean, backwards? Alex just smiles. We have got to stop looking at our system from the inside out. It's time we start seeing it from the outside in. We need to see it from our user's perspective. Alex leans in a bit. You know, this is the whole game, Ben. We need to be asking a totally different question. Not, is our server healthy, but what is the user actually feeling right now? Is the page loading fast for them? On their phone? On their spotty Wi-Fi? Are they hitting weird errors that our dashboards would never even see? We have to understand their actual real-time experience. Okay, I'm with you, Ben says. The whole outside-in view, that makes total sense. But what does that even look like? I mean, how do we possibly capture what thousands of different people all over the world are feeling at the exact same time? That, Alex says with a grin, is where real user monitoring, or RUM, comes into play. It's literally designed to do exactly that. Think of it like this. It's a tool that passively sits in the background and just watches. It captures and analyzes every single user's real journey with our app as it's happening out there in the messy real world. And just look at the kind of gold we can get from this. We're not talking about simple server averages anymore. We're talking about real experience metrics. You know, how long did the page actually take to load for that user in Sydney on a 4G connection? Did some weird JavaScript error just stop someone from clicking the buy button? RUM gathers all of this stuff, giving us a true, unfiltered picture of performance and where the real bottlenecks are. Ben's nodding. You can see the gears turning. Okay, so is this kind of like those automated tests we run? You know, the ones that pretend to be a user and click through the payment flow just to make sure it doesn't break? Ah, that's a great question. You're thinking of synthetic monitoring, Alex clarifies. And that's super useful, don't get me wrong. Synthetic is proactive. We send a robot on a very specific path to test for problems we already kind of expect. We call those the known unknowns. It's awesome for catching big problems before our users do. But RUM is reactive. It watches real user traffic, and that's how it uncovers the unknown unknowns, all the bizarre, unexpected issues that only pop up because of the sheer complexity of thousands of real people on different devices, networks, and browsers all at once.
And you can just see the light bulb go off over Ben's head. Okay, wow, I get it. RUM gives us the real story from the user side. It would have told us the checkout page was slow even when all our servers looked fine. This is it. This is the answer.
So, Ben asks, a little excited, is RUM the magic bullet then? Does it tell us literally everything we need to know to fix all these problems?
Almost, Alex replies. RUM is the absolute essential first step. It's the fire alarm. It's loud, it's clear, and it tells you what is happening. Hey, the checkout is slow for users in Europe, but it doesn't always tell you why. And for the why, we need to connect it to a much bigger idea, full observability. Alex goes on to explain that a truly observable system really stands on three main pillars. First, you've got metrics. Yeah, the numbers we were already looking at, like CPU usage. Then you've got logs. These are the super detailed line-by-line diaries of what the system is doing. And then there's traces, and these are just incredibly powerful. A trace follows a single user's request from the very moment they click, all the way through our dozens of different microservices, and all the way back. So think of it like this, she says. RUM is that critical signal from the user that kicks off the whole investigation. But full observability is what lets us take that signal, that slow checkout experience, and use traces and logs to follow the breadcrumbs all the way back through the entire system. We can pinpoint the exact microservice, the specific bad database query, or even the single line of code that caused the whole slowdown. It's what connects the what to the why.
Ben's eyes just go wide. Wow. Okay, so this isn't just about us putting out fires faster. I mean, if we have this data on how real users are actually interacting with our features and how performance changes affect them, this is valuable for way more people than just us engineers.
Exactly, Alex says, getting really animated now. This is about getting this data into everyone's hands. I mean, of course, it helps developers and SREs, but imagine product managers seeing if that new feature is actually being used, or if it secretly slowed down the whole app. Or think about marketing, finally understanding real user behavior. Even the business leaders, they can finally see a direct, undeniable line connecting the performance of our systems to actual business outcomes, like revenue and customer happiness.
You know, at the end of the day, Alex concludes, you just have to remember this one thing. Every single feature, every application we build, it's important to somebody. It could be a customer, a partner, an internal team. Full observability, starting with that real user perspective, is how we make sure we're actually delivering value to all of them, not just, assuming we are because a dashboard is green. And that really leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? By bringing in real user monitoring, Ben and Alex stopped guessing about their customers' experience, and it really makes you wonder, what other critical parts of your business are you just guessing about? And how could a data-driven, outside-in perspective completely change the game?